Reviewing what's possibly known as one of the hardest fragrances to review. I'm talking about Molecule 02 by Escentric Molecules. Now, as always, I'll put a discount link for this fragrance in the description box below and in the comment section in case you want to try the scent out with some samples or the bottle. But just in complete transparency, that is an affiliate link in case you want to support the channel. But of course, buy where you're comfortable. Now, Molecule 02 honestly has been something I've been loving lately. Now, I am going to make a separate video comparing this to Molecule 01 because I've been layering these two the past few days and I've been smelling divine. I can't even lie. It smells so good. Now, with Molecule 02, if you saw the very first impression that I did a few days ago, I couldn't detect anything. It wasn't noticeable. But literally right after that moment, every single time I've applied this fragrance, it's been so easily detectable. And usually how I apply it, which is how I applied it today, is one behind each ear, the back of my neck, and then the back of my shoulder blades. And yes, I did apply this on clothes as well, just to see if anything would be noticeable or if it wouldn't smell like anything. But trust me, you could definitely smell this fragrance. Now, to me, here's where it's interesting because it smells light, fresh, clean, but there's a touch of sweetness to this fragrance that makes it very wearable for all seasons and all occasions. If you do want to wear this in the high heat, you can. If you want to wear it in the winter time when it's snowing, you can, because it's an ambroxan fragrance. It helps push your other fragrances in case you do want to layer it. But when you do wear it by itself, I don't know, it smells different from person to person, which is why I always say in these videos that getting a fragrance like Molecule 02 is a gamble. Because to me, it's like a fresh and clean type of scent, right? But to somebody else, like to people that are following me on Instagram that DM me, they get almost a creamy, ambery sort of scent. And then there's another person that finds it to be more of a sour fragrance and blah, blah, blah. So there is no wrong answer about this fragrance. When you go to try it, have zero expectations, okay? Don't assume, oh, it's gonna smell like the way that reviewer said it smells on her, because you're just gonna be going in and you're probably gonna get pissed off, okay? So again, there's no such thing as liars or a wrong answer when it comes to how this fragrance smells. Very different from person to person because of your skin chemistry. Now, on clothes, I don't know what it was, but this thing smelled addicting. Like I could, even smelling it right now as I'm talking to you because I'm wearing it, it's just like, I don't want to keep saying addicting, but it's like almost like a soothing sort of scent on me. I really, really do like it. Now, here's also something that differentiates it from Molecule 01 is that to me, I find this one to be a lot more noticeable to the wearer. I don't really find this to be one fragrance that projects by itself, that's very loud, that has that sillage, meaning scent trail when you pass by somebody. It's not as loud as Molecule 01, just from my experience so far, okay? But it is somewhat noticeable. Whereas with Molecule 01, typically with the wearer, they go nose blind to it, they don't even detect it, but people around them can smell them, So it's kind of weird how, like, it's kind of that in reverse with Molecule 02. Now, in terms of longevity with this fragrance, even though it's pretty intimate, I still smell this on myself past 8 hours on skin, okay? Again, it's not something that is pushing. It's not very loud, but it's there. Sometimes, you go nose blind to a fragrance, that's normal. It happens. Don't think because you can no longer smell your scent 2 hours later that it's completely gone, because that's not the case, right? So I'll catch more whiffs of this again, like 7-8 hours later, and it just smells so damn good. And it's just the way it mixes with my skin chemistry. It has like a clean musk sort of smell added with that ambroxan that just really, I don't know, it has some sort of a sex appeal to it. Now, in terms of compliment factor, I haven't really had anybody notice this scent when I've worn it by itself. And also, no one's really been in my personal business like that lately. Like, I'm going to test this again when I'm with my girlfriend. I'll let you guys know what she thinks about it. And I'm not going to tell her what fragrance I'm wearing just so I can get a blind reaction to it. So I'll keep you posted on that. But like I said, me wearing this and just like, people keeping their distance or like sitting next to me, it wasn't really something that was that noticeable, but for myself, as I'm talking to you here, when I kind of move around, I smell it a little bit, and I really do like it. Now, I know saying 8 hours of this might be a stretch to some people, and that's why this fragrance is harder to review, is because if my 8 hours might be 12 hours to somebody else, it might be 4 hours to somebody else. So again, just please remember that this is coming from my experience. This is not me giving you a general, a general review of this is how it's going to smell on everybody. Okay, so just please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt when you apply it on yourself. But anything else to note about this fragrance? I don't find it to be something that activates in the way that Moleculo 1 does. And I know I'm going to mention this all again in my comparison videos, but just in case you're already wondering about that. You know how I say that when you're wearing Moleculo 1, it stays really quiet. I call it a smart fragrance, right? Let's say you're in your office doing work. You don't really notice it at all. It stays very close to your skin. You probably don't even not recognize it. Can't smell it, right? But the second you go to the gym after work, or let's say you're going to a pickup basketball game, you're playing some sports, you're going to go to the bar with some friends and you're getting more active, it's a bit warmer where you are, it gets a bit hotter, then yeah, that thing starts to kind of push a little bit, and then it starts to show out, right? With Moleculo 2, it does that to a smaller scale. Even when I'm being active, I don't think it's as loud as Moleculo 1 so far, but I do notice it kind of amp itself up a little bit. Okay, so it does it to a smaller scale of how Moleculo 1 pushes when you wear this in the sun. But again, when I layer this and Moleculo 1 and you're getting active, it's just like, it's like sexy for no reason. Like, trust. Have you ever kind of met with somebody that doesn't smell like they're wearing a fragrance, but they just smell sexy as hell? Like, that is what the combination of those two fragrances together smells like to me. I was going nuts. I'm like, damn, this is a great signature scent. And I still find that both the fragrances separate from each other are fantastic signature scents, because to me, they really do embody what a signature scent is. You want something that when people smell it, they think of you and only you, right? You're not looking for a fragrance that can be mistaken for a scent that your boyfriend or girlfriend's ex used to wear, right? You want something that is entirely all you. When everybody that you know smells it, they think of you, right? That's what Moleculo 2 and Moleculo 1 will do, is it gives you that level of uniqueness, because nobody can replicate your scent. Your skin chemistry is that's all you right there. No one can try to copy that externally if they even tried. They can wear the same fragrance as you, but is it going to smell exactly the same way it does on them and you? No, it's not. It's going to smell different, right? So again, a very unique signature scent if you're somebody that wants to take it to that level. And again, this is it's not just an individual fragrance you have to wear by itself. You can also, I was going to say a double-edged sword, but it's not a double-edged sword. What I mean to say is okay, here's the 1-2 punch. That's what I'm trying to go for here, is that it's not just something that works well by itself, but again, if you have something that's weaker in performance and you want some embroxing, you want something to help it kind of push, then this will help with that. Now, here's something that you need to note, is from what I've noticed, Moleculo 2 it doesn't change the way a fragrance will smell completely when you layer it together. Let's say if you wore this in Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense, it doesn't just smell like Light Blue Intense on steroids, that's more long lasting, right? There's a slight change to the smell. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that's noticed that, or I'm sure other people have definitely noticed that. But maybe it was the way it played with my skin chemistry as well. Let me know in the comment section if this fragrance slightly changed what you were layering it with for you as well, because I find that to be super interesting. And again, if you're somebody that is skin scent sensitive on your skin, right? Let's say you get itchy, you break out into rashes. no worries. You could still spray this on your clothes if you wanted to, and you still get that unique signature scent that smells clean, that smells addictive. And then again, clean can also be interchanged with like almost ambery creamy with some people, right? Some people get that. But yeah, this is definitely a thumbs up for me. I do like Molecule 02. In terms of just average projection, I'm going to say half an arm's length to an arm's length. But I'll stay more on the conservative side. I'm just going to say half an arm's length right now. And if it does project even better than that in the future, then that's a huge thumbs up. So I really do like this fragrance a lot. It's been amazing. The weather that we've been having here has been both hot and like chilly, like the winds have been chilly. And this has been really, really nice. So let me know what you think of Molecule 02 and Molecule 01. Again, stay tuned for the video where I compare them. And I'll give you a rundown of how it smells on me when they're both combined, because shit, that stuff is so good. But again, discount link for this fragrance in the description box, in the comment section below. Sample, bottle, whatever. All right. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think of this fragrance, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.